Welcome, my friends, to Mobile Monday Fun Day. How you guys doing today? We got some Clash Royale for you. So this is a new game that's come out recently, and there's been a ton of hype about it. So I decided, let's check it out and let's have some fun with it. Now, I will admit, I've been fairly addicted lately. It's a strategy game, and you guys know I love strategy games. So I'm going to show you guys my deck. I'm going to show you guys a few replays, and we'll have some fun together. I'm also going to show you guys, I'm going to try and show you guys how to beat people who are higher levels than you. I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks, because I noticed that I'm getting into the 7th league over here, or the 7th arena, and everybody's level 8 and 9. I'm only level 7 right now, so I have to figure out ways to try and, you know, basically outcompete my enemy, even though they have higher level troops than me. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that, hopefully. So first of all, my deck, let's talk about it, man. I just feel like I should go over it, just in case anybody's wondering, like, why the heck I use certain things. I have been mixing it up, and the cool thing about it is, even if you test things out, and you go through it, and you test things all over the place, stupid things, fun things, weird things, even if you lose a bunch of trophies, it's so easy to get them back. You're just like, all right, I'll just play with my regular troops again, and you get them right on back. So I always go with the baby dragon. The baby dragon is one of my favorite troops, and the musketeer is probably my other favorite troop. I love both of those guys. I love the baby dragon because he does grouped killing power, and I love the grouped attack, man. And the musketeer, I feel like if you ever get a musketeer on their crown tower, it's so easy to do tons of damage. You can do 400, 500, 600 damage really easily with one of those guys. So just landing one of those guys on there is awesome. I like the arrows because they're cheap and they're easy to use, and they do some reasonable damage. Also, they stop the goblin barrels, which are really annoying. And I don't think you can really go without the barbarians. I mean, I just like the barbarians just because they're very strong. And if you ever get any of those guys landing in a crown tower, you're going to do mega damage. That's how you take them down. So if you ever get barbarians on them, 3 or 4 barbarians, just chop, done. That's how easy it is to take them down. I don't like the minion horde as much anymore because people always counter it with the arrows, and it's just wasting elixir, basically. It's like 3 to 5 elixir. You're beating them by 2 elixir by using the arrows. So I like to continue on with just the baby minions because people are basically going to even themselves out if they use their arrows. Or, I don't know, it's kind of hard to afford really heavy things. Now, I'll admit, a lot of my stuff costs a lot of elixir. It's 4, 3, 5, 3, 4, 4, 5, 4. And I'm not getting any of these skeletons or goblins or anything in my deck at the moment. And maybe later on in the game, I will end up using some of those or show you guys some strategies involving them. But yeah, I don't know, I'm sort of iffy with those. I don't feel like it's the best for high-level gameplay when you're trying to compete with these bigger, better units than what you're dealing with. Also, I've got the Hog Rider, which I don't think you can go without right now. The Hog Rider is one of my favorite guys. You pop him in there while you're distracting your enemy with something else, pop him in there, and you usually do mega damage with him. Even if you get one hit on that thing, it's 250, 300 damage, so it's awesome. All right, so let's hop into some gameplay over here. Alright, so here we go. This is my first battle. I am already in the Royal Arena. I don't know what this guy's deck is. Obviously, you know, I'm watching the replay. So now that I watch the replay, I'm seeing this guy's deck, and I'm like, oh, come on, dude. He's got the Tesla, the Fireball, the X-Bow, and then a bunch of cheap little units to kind of just support his other towers. So you can tell what his plan is. He's basically going to pop a Tesla down and try and put an X-Bow behind it. So this is a very popular strategy, but you have to counter it somehow. And usually the best way to counter it is just full-on overwhelming. You gotta overwhelm them. So what I did was I popped down my barbarians. I had a musketeer already in motion, and then I just popped my Hog Rider right down behind him and let that guy take it down. And then I ended up winning that battle and got some damage, or almost got some damage on his crown tower, and at least damaged his cannon pretty much all the way down to nothing. You know, by the time I get my next attack flown in here, cannon's gonna be gone, so not a big deal. So I've seen this so often. These people are going with defensive, lame, stupid towers the entire time, and they just go with a fireball or a missile or something like that, and they just shoot you from behind. And by the time 4 minutes passes by, they're owning you, and it's kind of lame. It's kind of lame strategy. So the best way to do it is usually overwhelm. You gotta go for the overwhelm, and that's why I love the elixirs. The elixir producers. They are pretty much the only way to combat one of these strategies, because you can get an overwhelm going. And what do I mean by an overwhelm is you get, you know, 5 sets of units all at once just converging in different areas onto those few little towers, and there's just no good way he can take them down with his few little baby units or even the fireball. I've noticed that a lot of people, what they do now is you know, they'll go with these few defensive towers, but then they'll have a fireball or a missile or something like that, and when you're trying to overwhelm them with a bunch of units, they just pop one of those down and destroy all of them. So that's why it's a really good counter if you put all of your units kind of all over the place and you just go at them from all these different directions. Limits the fireball's capability. So at the moment, right now, we've got like, you know, honestly, it's pretty much tied, but he's going to go with the Expo on the right side, so I'm like, screw him. He can try and take down my Crown Tower, but he's not going to do it because I got Barbarians and I got everything coming in on the left side over here. So this is the main thing, man. I got all these guys coming in from different directions. And we're trying to do some damage on this thing. And now we did end up getting his Expo to do some damage to my Crown Tower, but eventually I got my Musketeer up, and the Musketeer will take down that guy. Do I think... I've noticed there's a lot of controversy on the Expo. Is it good? Is it you know, reasonable? Like, what's the deal, man? I don't know. I feel like there is a lot of counters to it, but these lame people who are just going full-on defensive towers with just an Expo in the back. And it's like, that is very, very hard to kill. It is. It's honest. You know, even if with your full best towers, you know, by the time you get to, you know, the last minute in here, you're getting like 3 or 4 defensive towers down with an Expo. It's like, what the heck are you going to do against that? There's just not much you can do. So we ended up taking down his Crown Tower on the right side here, and we did a, you know, basically just survive. That's all we need to do is just survive. So here's the second game I wanted to show you guys. Again, this guy is level 8, and I'm still just a measly level 7. I still have like 1,000 experience to go before I make it to level 8. So I've got a long time to go. You can tell he's got, I don't even know what that freezer guy is. I've never unlocked him yet or got him yet. So I have never, I don't know what his name is. I don't know what his name is at all. So usually my opening move is usually a baby dragon in the back, if I have him. Always baby dragon in the back right corner or back left corner. And the reason why is because a lot of people's opening move is usually put something in the middle, put some Tesla towers in the middle, or put something kind of weird in the middle down there, and I'm like, all right, well, how the heck are we gonna, you know, beat that right at the very beginning? Usually can't. So I pop a baby dragon down because, by the way, I messed up my arrows a little bit right there. I was just like, oh god, get it out there. We gotta get the arrows for the goblin barrel. And I missed a little bit. But basically the baby dragon is gonna walk right in and just shoot a couple, you know, hits on that Crown Tower, get some early damage going. He usually doesn't do too much, but, you know, makes them also have to counter the baby dragon if they don't want to lose their Crown Tower health. So right now what we're doing is we were trying for just a quick baby dragon and Hog Rider combo, but it didn't really work out as well as I thought it was going to. And we're getting pretty much overwhelmed right here, but instead of putting the barbarians in front of them, I put them behind them to distract them. I basically made the barbarians, his barbarians, be like, oh wait, there's guys behind me, let's go back and attack them. And it gives my Crown Tower more time to attack, and also make sure the barbarians aren't going to get any hits on the Crown Tower at all. So anyways, another goblin barrel. Oh crap, get the arrows, Chris, whoop! And we take them down. All right, you gotta be fast actually with that. That's why I usually like the arrows, especially if you see a goblin barrel guy, you don't use the arrows on anything but the goblin barrel, because those things can do some mega damage, 300 damage if you don't do anything about it, 450 damage if you don't do anything about it. And if they combine that with something else, oh, it's terrible. Like a giant with, oh god, that's when your life just ends. Alright, so we're going to hop the Hog Rider on the right side here, a perfect timed Hog Rider, but he barbarians it right on back. We don't get any damage on his Crown Tower, so good job from him, but we still have our Tesla going, and I feel like we'll probably end up taking this guy down. Oh no, he's going to go for another Goblin Barrel over here. We get the arrows down just in time, and our minions are doing mega damage to all his barbarians, didn't even do anything to us, and now we got an overwhelm going right here, right now, man. We got the Hog Rider, the barbarians, we've got the minions, we've got another Musketeer in the back, and that's why I love the Elixir Collectors, is because you can get one of these mega attacks going. You got full-on 10 elixir plus making 4 or 5 extra elixir off of this thing. It's just madness over here. So we ended up taking down one of those Crown Towers, and at this point, you gotta decide, do we want to just try and defend, or do we just distract him by attacking him a bunch? And honestly, I usually go for just the continuing the attack. We know we just spent all of his elixir, so if I have the advantage as far as troops go, I just keep the advantage. I just keep on pushing forward and forward. And again, we take down another level 8 player. So let's hop back in here to the other replay. Alright, so this guy had a whopping 2,043 trophies, and I was like, you know what, I just got into the Royal Arena over here. This is gonna be tough. Again, another level 8 player. We don't know how good his units are and everything. Usually when, you know, they're a level higher than you, or so, usually they get a couple units higher than you. And also they come out with some units that you're usually not used to. So combating those guys can be for sure difficult. So anyways, he is going to do a Hog Rider minion start against my Tesla. So I'm going to pop down my quick little minions down here. He basically did a really good counter on my Tesla, because now I don't have a Tesla, so he can do any sort of weird attacks he wants to right away. I'm not going to get another Tesla for a little while. But luckily, my Hog Rider is going to take down his Tesla, and we've got our Musketeer down here doing some pretty decent damage to his skeletons and just kind of messing up his elixir. So right now we're pretty much even, 5 to 5 elixir. He's got maybe 1 on me. But it's really, really close. And he goes for another Tesla. So when I see a Tesla, I'm like, all right, man, we'll just pop some extra, monies down here, some extra elixir. So we're gonna get some extra elixir. And he pops another Hog Rider down. Oh no. So we know he's gonna have some minions coming down as well pretty soon if he wanted to. But luckily, he does not go with the minion Hog Rider combo, because that would have hurt really, really bad. And our barbarians, oh no, he did a really nice fireball on all of my units right there. And it's basically going to overwhelm me, so we don't want to continue on the units or anything. Just say, okay, we lost that battle. Let's regroup and try and do something else. We got our defense back up. Now we have our Tesla tower up, and it's at max health. So it's a really close game right now. He's still got full health on his crown towers, though, and we have, only like 300, 400 damage on us, so we're not, hurting too bad yet. So again, we have to prepare for the overwhelm. So what's the plan here, man? We're looking to get some more elixir collectors. We love to get the elixir collectors right around, 1 minute and 10 seconds or so, because then you can get crazy amounts of elixir right around 40, 50 seconds, somewhere in there. But I decided, you know what, screw that, man. We've got a really nice opening right here. We're gonna go for it, and it doesn't really even work out this time. But the Hog Rider's coming in from the side and still does not do that much damage. So right now, it's just completely tied. We got 47 seconds left in regular gameplay, and I'm like, okay, let's regroup. Let's regroup, man. We've got our elixir collector popping up. He's still got 10 elixir over there. I don't know what his plan is, but he's gonna pop down. Oh, he's gonna go for the Hog Rider minion combo again. But luckily this time we had our arrows ready. And the arrow combo with the Hog Rider, and we get our minions, Hog Rider, and our Musketeer all charging through his defense right now. And his Tesla is gonna get taken down pretty quick, and we got an amazing overwhelm with 2 Musketeers at the same time. It's amazing. I love the Musketeer combo, man. When you get 2 Musketeers, and it looks like we could kill him right here. And we do. We take down a crown tower with 11 seconds left, and we keep the overwhelm going on just to make sure he doesn't come back and try and kill us. And that is going to be the game. So I just want to know what are you guys' thoughts about Clash Royale? What do you guys think? Do you think I should make some more videos about it? Obviously, it's not going to be the main point of my channel. I'm still going to continue on with the balloons and the balloon CD battles and everything like that. But I think mixing up some Clash Royale, maybe more than just Mondays, would be pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think, of course, down in the comments down there. Press the like button if you like the video, and have a super duper delicious day.